So this is Willow, and she's very excited because she gets her treats every night. So we do have her in this pen. I would ideally like to have her on the grass so that she could chew the grass outside. But this is a little bit safer for her because we do have the 3 dogs, and we're just worried that they would destroy the fencing and get at her. So we have her in here. This is the new hutch that I got her. If you put your rabbit outdoors, you want to make sure that you have sufficient shelter for her, which means enough shade, enough places to cool down, a place to hide from things outdoors like birds or coyotes, anything like that that preys on bunnies. So this is her new hutch. It's a little bit bigger and it's actually off the ground. That's why I bought it. Before she was on the ground and we had to actually put like a piece of, it's like plasticky glass. It's called plexiglass. But this is better because it's a tray. It's cleaner and she doesn't slide around as much on it. So you'll notice I leave this open because she loves to exercise. She loves running around, and she loves to lay on the cool concrete when the day is over. So I leave the bottom one open. The only time I would close it is if we were expecting a storm, like a rainstorm, or it's super windy and something like that, and I want to keep her in somewhere closed. So yeah, so this is her shelter, and I'll actually open up this so you can see. So this is where I put the bedding because it does have a hole, and it's kind of dark in there, so she usually likes to go to the bathroom in that corner. And yeah, now I'm going to talk about how I take care of her. Okay, so how we take care of bunnies, or at least how I've learned to take care of her, is that it's a lot of work. You need to make sure there's fresh and clean bedding in there at all times, and think of it as yourself. So you wouldn't want to have to sleep in a dirty place where all your poop and pee is. So I like to keep it clean for her. I only put bedding at the top for right now because it is kind of hot, so I want somewhere cool for her. The other hutch that's over there was in this corner, and I will slide this over so that she gets more shade during the day. But for right now, it works for her. I know you're annoyed. You want your treats, huh? So another part about taking care of bunnies is that you need to make sure, oh geez, let me see if I could put the flash on. Is that you need to make sure they have a lot of hay. So you can't see that right now, but I'll make sure to put the flash on the next one so you can see it. So plenty of hay. You can get Timothy hay, that's what I get, and a bowl of food pellets and a bowl of water. So make sure that water's clean all the time, especially when it's hot out. Okay, so I put the flash on for you guys. So what I use is a Dunkin' cup, just to put her water in because it is outside. So I do have to take it from inside, and I don't usually like to take her bowl with me just because water can splash out and you want to just make sure that she has a bunch of water. So I put her fresh, clean water in there. You'll see that's the hay that I was talking about. She hasn't been eating much hay lately, but she has been eating a lot of her food pellets. So I'll always make sure that her bowl is filled up, and I also give her treats, which I'll show you. So this is the food that I give her. It's just classic pet rabbit food, and it doesn't have seeds in it, which is super important. So what I'll do is I will just make sure that it's at a pretty good level, and then I give her a few treats. And these are high in calories, so I try not to give her too much, but she does love them, and she does run around a lot, so I do feel okay about giving her a couple treats per day. And you'll see that she loves them. So she hops right in and she eats those treats right away. So those are some of the treats that I give her. These I think are watermelon flavored, and then she likes these straw sticks, but I gave her one yesterday and I don't like to give her too many of these, just because I give her the other ones. So that's it for the treats. And again, this is the food that you get. and I will show you the hay next. All right, so this is the hay that I feed her. It's just all natural Timothy hay. I get a lot of my rabbit food and things to take care of her at Tractor Supply. It's just pretty much cheaper, and they have lots of things that you need for them. And that purple bedding is also just like paper shavings, and I'll show you what kind I get, just because it's easy to clean up, and I think that it's just more comfortable for her too. So I'll show you what kind I use in case you ever want to get a rabbit. And she likes to kind of just lay on the concrete, like I said, so she's doing that now. She had her treats and now she's just taking a nap. All right, I'm gonna leave her now for the night, but this was Willow, and yeah, so she's probably gonna chill outside now for the night. She likes to be outside during the nighttime for some reason. During the day she kind of stays in her hutch, whether that's because the dogs are out during the day more or just because it's cooler out at night, so she likes to be out more. That might be why. But yeah, so she's just gonna hop around out here, and that's that. This is our last pet we rescued, and her name's Bella. She's a tiger cat, and she is 13 years old. And she actually has hyperthyroid, so she has to take a pill every night. And we were trying 2 pills a day, but she was getting sick, so we only do 1 now. So I'm gonna show you how I give her medication. So they're tiny little pills, and I'm just gonna have my mom videotape. Okay, just hold on. Sorry. And that's my mom videotaping. You can say hi, Mom. Hi. Okay, so looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
There you go.
And she doesn't like it because we have to. So I have to hold her mouth shut. Good job. And
oh, you're gonna get your treats.
we give her treats right away, so she's not too mad. Nope, you're good. That's fine. So now she has her pill. We got her from Shelley Garden in Brantford, with her other kitten friends. And my best friend actually adopted 2 of her siblings. So I'm gonna see if she'll send me some pictures, and then I'll post them for you. So she's super sweet, and she likes to hunt mice sometimes, and she'll bring them upstairs, which isn't very fun. But yeah, so that's her. And she's got a little jingle on her collar so we know when she's coming. Say bye.